6 years ago, my wife took nothing but an ideal and faith and turned it into a multi-million-dollar business with multiple streams of income. As a woman possessed, she overcame all obstacles and created multiple streams of wealth that has impacted our family for generations to come. From mental health professional to therapist to author to CEO, she is a constant reminder of the grace of God over her life. Get ready to listen to and take notes from Stenell, the money therapist, as she schools you on money, entrepreneurship, and life skills that was not taught. No more excuses. Wake up!
Thank you for that great introduction, husband. Keep up the good work. Welcome back to No More Excuses, Wake Up, where we talk about money, entrepreneurship, and life skills that was not taught. I am your host, Stenell Myers, also known as Stenell the Money Therapist. I want to talk to you about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, as we all know, is basically finding a solution to a problem. It's taking on a risk, starting out a new venture, being able to just be your own you. When I think about entrepreneurship, I think about the freedom and the freedom that I have, which is a blessing from God, to be able to make decisions that I think that is best for my company. I've worked in so many different capacities in the mental health field, and I worked for years, over 20 years working in the mental health field, working with children, working with adults in so many different areas. I learned that I don't like when other people tell me what to do. I'm going to be real right now. I'm going to be very real. I love learning from people. I have a fabulous mentor. She is the best. Dr. Robinson is my mentor, and she is a friend. She is the best. As entrepreneurs, you have to ask yourself, those of you that are entrepreneurs, your why. My why, and what I realized is when I was working back in the day when it was called DIFIS, right now it's called DCP&P. When I was working in DIFIS back in 2006, I realized that I was out in that field. I was dealing with them children. I was working with those families. I've been through a lot that I was having nightmares removing kids. And I would ask myself, I wouldn't remove these kids. Like, I don't believe, to me, it's a removal. And that's when it really hit me. I need to make my own decisions because I'm not going to be going up in here. I got to face God. And I don't want to go up here being destructive, messing up families because my supervisor's saying remove, or the supervisor is making decisions. I just didn't like that. It made me feel like, hey, what can I do? As God showed me what he wanted me to do. But I realized, and I can just see that I did not want anyone telling me exactly what to do. I wanted to learn from people that knew more than me. I wanted people to pave the way. Dr. Robinson paved the way. You need someone that is already doing it. I'm doing this right now. I've been doing this for 6 years. Dr. Robinson was doing it 10 plus years when I met her. So you need someone that can actually pave that way. My why, I don't like no one telling me what to do when I think it's going to harm other people. I want to be able to make my own decisions. I have to answer to a lot of people in the different areas. I have to answer to people in my after school program. I have to answer to people when it comes to my case management agency. I have to answer to people when it comes to my counseling agency. I have to answer to people. The difference is that the main decisions come from me. Now, when I have to answer to people, if I have a contract, I have to do what that contract says. I have to make sure that I am filling those gaps, that those things are done. But when it comes to making those actual financial decisions when it comes to my staff, decisions when it comes to getting up in the morning, maybe not feeling too well, okay, let me look and see what I have for today. Maybe I can stay home. Those decisions are a blessing to me, a complete blessing. I was just telling someone that I thank God so much. I think God is tired of me because I thank him all the time. Stenell, don't you know I have other people thank him all the time. all the time, because many a times we ask for stuff and we want certain things. We don't know how to get it. And that's why I always talk about Dr. Robinson, is because she was a female, a Black female that I saw doing what I always wanted to do, already had things aligned with my 501c3. 501c3, when I met her, was written. I didn't know what to do with it. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have the 501c3. It was just written and the vision was there, but I didn't know what to do with it until I met her. And God, literally, that's my story that I'm going to share. I didn't know what to do with it. So entrepreneurship to me is basically being able to design what God has placed inside of my mind in order for it to get out, be developed, be manifested, because God's seen it. He created me. He knows I don't know. As I'm growing and learning, I'm constantly thinking, I'm constantly asking God, please show me wisdom and knowledge. Please show me wisdom and knowledge so I can be able to govern the people that you set in front of me. Constantly. That is always my prayer, because I want to be that person that I am walking with God in his divine order. So I want you to ask yourself, what is entrepreneurship to you? Is it that you just want to be free? You want to do your own thing? You want to make your own money? What is entrepreneurship to you? Because it's not just that. You take on a lot of risk, a lot of responsibility. I have 30 plus staff that I have to be responsible for. COVID, we're actually home and we're doing either telehealth. We call it telehealth if it's with counseling agency, A Better Me. We call it virtual face-to-face if it's with my case management, which is my support coordination, A Second Touch. And we call it Google Classroom, virtual learning if it's with my after school program. So all these different things, all these different agencies that God have placed and bestowed upon me, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm an entrepreneur and I'm a business owner. My creative director was just saying, you tuggling too. You know what it is when it comes to the business owner, but that entrepreneurship is that struggle that I have when it comes to social media. Entrepreneurship is a lot. And I always say it's a lot, but it's not for everyone. It's for those that you feel it in your soul and you have to work and figure it out and get things done and get things aligned. I always ask the question, if it is you that I'm speaking to that is an entrepreneur or is thinking about being an entrepreneur, what is your why? And I teach this in my class at my moneytherapyinstitute.com. I teach this in my class. You have to know your why. We always say we have to know our why with everything. But with entrepreneurship, you have to know your why, because there are times where I couldn't pay myself. My staff is always first. They are first. They work for me. They got to get paid, period. So I always have to have a plan and a plan behind that plan and a plan behind that plan, because they're going to get paid. So entrepreneurship, what is it to you? What is it to you? For my why, I wanted to make sure that I was independent, and I was independent in making decisions that came from God. That's my why. So I hope that you really got something from this, because as you know, entrepreneurship is everything to me. Business ownership is everything to me. Thank you all for listening. As I always say, go out there, be great, and do you. And you know, hey, come on, y'all. No more excuses. What y'all got to do? Wake up. Hey, smart people. I have a 3-month one-on-one personal or business coaching program. As you all know, I paid off $50,000 in debt in 1 year. I will teach you how I stayed out of debt using my burner method and personalized spreadsheet I created to fit my lifestyle and keep me on track. You will learn how to understand your money communication style using my financial treatment plan. Also, if you own a small business and you feel stuck with cash flow or feel disorganized, I teach business owners and self-employed entrepreneurs such as yourself to financially maximize your money, build wealth using your business income, and retire working on the business while your business continues to run, such as myself. You can book a call with me. The link is in the show notes. Thank you for listening to No More Excuses, Wake Up. If you love the show, please subscribe, rate, and review on iTunes or Spotify. To learn more about me and my different agencies and what I do, go to StenellMyersEnterprises.com. While you're there, check out Money Therapy Institute and watch my video where you will see me doing a little acting, showing you how I fought and kicked down closed doors. You can also click on Stenell the Money Therapist and get my free budget spreadsheet. And of course, you can email me at contact@StenellTheMoneyTherapist.com. I'm also on social media on Facebook at Stenell the Money Therapist and Instagram at Stenell the Money Therapist. No more excuses. Y'all know what y'all need to do. Wake up.